Hey, good morning! Would it be nice if you can wake up to such quiet, peaceful and serene mornings like this every single day? Well, you can in this little Malaysian town called Ipoh. Today, we're going to share with you all about Ipoh, its retirement benefits and why it's perfect for you. Hi everyone, I'm John, one half of the Corporate Breakout couple. In case you're new to this channel, my wife, friend and I retired in 2020, and that's more than 3 whole years ago. We actually started in Singapore when we retired, and we moved to Penang, Malaysia in 2022. That's where we are residing right now. Today, we're actually in Ipoh, and why? Because we cover a lot about retirement destinations all over the world just for you. Before I continue, we appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to join our YouTube family. First of all, let's talk about Malaysia as a retirement destination. If you have been following Fran and I for a while, you know that we cover a lot of states within Malaysia. Starting with, of course, Penang, that's where we are residing. We have covered Johor, we have covered Kuala Lumpur, we have covered northern side, which is Kedah, Alor Setar, we have covered Malacca, we have also covered Ipoh in the previous cost of living video for you. So why Ipoh? Well, Ipoh is actually within the state of Perak, which is very big, and within all the different towns within Perak, we feel that Ipoh is the ideal retirement choice in that state. In our previous video where we did a detailed breakdown in terms of the cost of living for Ipoh, we gave you all the different prices on the ground, such as food prices, grocery prices, we've given you for accommodation, and that's very important, right? We've given you for healthcare and all that, and actually compile into a budget for you. So do check it out where you can have a good reference point for the different costs in Ipoh. Life is quite different as a retiree compared to living and working here in Ipoh, and we want to give you that retiree's perspective so that you can appreciate and really understand what a lovely choice Ipoh can be for you as a retiree. What are some of the things one would look for as a retired person, early or otherwise? Speaking from experience, one of the things would be the pace of life. After working for so many years and finally getting to retirement, one would definitely want to look for a slower pace of life, one where ideally you can get connected to nature and importantly having a lot of space. Ipoh fulfills all that, being a former tin mining town with limestones and hills surrounding you all over, and having a big land size, a huge land size actually, for more than 600 over square kilometers, which means the population density is actually very low or small. What that means is you have a lot of available options to purchase landed homes where you have a lot of space to do your gardening, to have landscaping, and enjoy the comforts of your big home. Let's talk about transportation as a retiree. As of all of Malaysia, you can buy Malaysian-made cars which are really affordable for you to get around within Ipoh, and that's highly recommended because Ipoh is so big, and you can get to point A to point B in a very relaxed manner because guess what? The locals here are very, or rather should I say, are very relaxed about the way they drive, and they won't really horn you. You have a lot of courteous drivers on the road and you feel very peaceful while driving here. If you stay in a centrally located place, say near Ipoh Old Town, you can get all you need within a 10 minutes driving distance from where you stay. If you choose to stay somewhere slightly off-center, where accommodation is more affordable, say like Bercham area, say like Jelapang or Tambun, where it's actually newer as well, it won't take you more than 30 minutes drive to get into the heart of town. Let's talk about shopping and groceries within Ipoh. As I was saying earlier, it's very easy for you to get around within 10-15 minutes. You can get to all the different shopping malls like Ipoh Parade, Aeon, where they have well-stocked supermarkets. You can shop for your beddings, you can get your entertainment as well, like karaoke and your movies. They have it all in these malls. Let's talk about food. As a Singaporean who have been retired in Malaysia for the last 1.5 years, obviously I feel that Penang is right up there. And what's right up there as well is food in Ipoh. Food in Ipoh is actually pretty diverse. Not just the Chinese and the Cantonese cuisine, but you have a lot of good Malay and Indian cuisine as well. Having traveled to the different states and Malaysia, I'm pretty familiar with the different ground prices, especially in a local coffee shop setting. Let's say an iced tea with milk, a tapping. In KL, it will cost you roughly around 4 ringgit. In Penang, it's roughly around 2 to 250 ringgit. In JB, Johor Bahru, it roughly costs you between 3 to 350 ringgit. And for Ipoh, it's roughly the same price point as Johor Bahru, which is around 3 ringgit. What about the base price of the hawker food here in Ipoh? Well, it roughly starts between 7 to 8 ringgit, slightly nearer to the centre of town, and if you're outside of town, it will go between 6 to 7 ringgit, let's say for Ipoh Hor Fun. Well, Ipoh isn't exactly the cheapest place for you to get your hawker food. However, having said that, for the quality of food, the quality of ingredients actually, and the pride of the chefs here, and how delicious the food over here is, I think they are all very worth the price. In terms of interstate travel, you can get from Ipoh to other states of Malaysia, and it's actually very centrally located. You can go by train, you can go by your own private vehicle, of course. If you drive, you can enjoy a very nice road trip all around Malaysia, or you can take the bus that connects the different cities to cities easily as well. And of course, how can I forget about Singapore, where I'm from? Since 2018, the budget airline AirAsia opened up flights between Ipoh and Singapore, and that actually paved the way for other budget airlines to come in as well, and you can find many flights between the two locations easily nowadays. You know, Ipoh has a fantastic setup for an ideal retirement destination where you can have it all. Peaceful, quiet, laid-back vibes, but yet, within less than 2 hours, you can go to 2 big cities if you like the city vibes. For example, you can go down south to Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia, or you can go up north towards Penang Island, which is a big city as well. You can get everything you need. For me, Ipoh is sitting in a sweet spot position within Malaysia, and even though for the last 1 year, Lone Fan and I have been here for about 8 times, we find that we are discovering new things about this lovely place every single time. So, if you're a foreigner interested in retiring in Ipoh, or in Malaysia for that matter, I've actually done up some videos that revolves around the visa requirements in some of my previous videos. One of them is my early retirement video in Penang, where I covered extensively on the visa requirements, whether, well, if you're lucky like me, I marry a Malaysian wife, so it can be based on a long-term social visit pass, which is for spouse, or you can go by a di-rantau digital nomad visa that is very interesting and exciting. I cover it there as well. Or the latest MM2H requirements, which I just covered a few videos back. So if you are interested in visa requirements, you can check out these videos. I hope today's video has given you greater insights into this lovely little town, Ipoh, which is little less known. And together with my cost of living video, you can understand more about this place, and that gives you a better macro perspective of whether you want to consider a place like this as your retirement destination. Do stay tuned to this channel as we'll be creating more videos around cost of living and retirement destinations all over the world, not just Malaysia. With that, thank you for watching this video. We really appreciate it. Do hit the like button and subscribe to join our YouTube family. See you in the next video.
Do you know we have an awesome community of like-minded people who want to win in life called the Breakout Community? Click on the link below to find out more and join. See you there!